So, welcome to another episode of Corridor Training. I still remain your instructor, Thompson. And last episode, we worked on shape. That is the, let me say, simplest basic of shapes where we built an umbrella. We designed an umbrella from scratch with CorelDRAW. I hope you've done that. And if you've not, you can still go back. The link is in the description below, and you can actually go back to practice that. So for the next two episodes, these are the things we are going to be doing just with shapes. This is more advanced than the umbrella we actually did. So we are going to be doing this. This episode we are going to work on the Jumia logo, and the next episode we are going to work on this. Let me say this cinematic logo. So for now, let's delete this and let's face the Jumia logo. So let's go to work. I'm going to make this really fast and very explanatory to save our time and of course our data. So the only design we need to do here is the cat and the star and everything. The Jumia is actually just a text. Okay, so let us go through. Let's go to that now. Now to design this cat, whenever I see stuff like this, the next thing that should come to your head is how did they know come with this design? What are the things I can add to get this particular design? And that is what we are going to do now. So let's start with I would say trapezium, but since there's no trapezium here, we are going to use a basic rectangle. Okay, let's convert it to curve using our control and Q. I hope you haven't forgotten that. Now, whenever you convert anything to curve, a shape or a text, it makes it really easy for you to edit it. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing this out. Let me count 5 5 5 5. Okay, so that's that about that. Then I need to there's where I'm going to duplicate this. Okay, I want to bring a smaller trapezium inside, so I want to duplicate this. So I want to do I can actually do Ctrl C and Ctrl V, and I will hold my shift to to reduce the size of this, which is actually okay. Let's stick with that though. Then I'm gonna make another rectangle. Then yeah, okay, and another rectangle. Or let me Ctrl C and Ctrl V this. The reason I'm doing this is I'm gonna make the rotation 90 degree. I want to keep the same width, so that's the reason I'm not drawing another one, just to keep the same width. So let's zoom in here and see what we have here. Okay, let's arrange that pretty well. So the next thing is I'm going to weld both together. So select both and you click on weld here. So welding this, what are we left with? Okay, we have curved edges and not sharp edges. Oh, even we have curved edges here. Okay, we're going to do that. So okay, let's work on the curved edges here. Click on pick your shape tool, and if you've let me say if you've matched or trim or weld any shape together, it is already editable, so you don't need to press your Ctrl Q again. So mere picking your shape tool, you see the notes. So what I'm about to do is just to create notes here, make everything convert line to curve, then delete the top one so I can get a curvy like structure here. So if you are not okay with the curve, you can click the note and you can reduce the size of the angle to give you what you want. So let's do the same thing here. Let's get a node. Let's get another node. Let's make everything curve. Then let's delete this. So we get a curve. So let's edit this as well. Let's edit this as well. So we get a better curve. Yeah. So we get a better curve. So the next thing we are going to do is we can actually arrange this. Let's arrange this. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pick tool again and drag this a little bit like this. Now the reason I'm doing this is that I want to maintain. Okay, let's just rotate it. We will do that in another format. Let's just rotate it and let's zoom in to get a perfect rotation. Let's get a perfect rotation. Still need to do a little bit of rotation there. During once it has aligned with the outer level, you don't really need to do more about the inner level. So let's drag this up a little bit and let's weld these together. Then we have half of our basket. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's weld this together. Let's weld it together. Then it's going to weld this as well. So what are we going to do? We are going to design another one for this. Okay, let's draw another rectangle. Let's draw another rectangle. Let's convert it to curve. And let's bring this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's put this at the center. So I'm just assuming the center for this. So just let me reach my assumptions. Right, and see, this is the reason I don't like doing this manually. You won't get that perfect shape. So doesn't mean it's just a test. So let's press this for the newly drawn rectangle, then shift the old one, then you do what you trim, and let's keep this. It might be useful. So you see what we have now. We have an empty basket, you see. So let's take off that color, and we are concerned with what we have inside the cart. So how are we going to achieve that? We are going to do that with rectangles as usual. Rectangles as usual. Let's make that a little bit short and then a little bit wide, and then we're going to make 3 of these. Let's put this. Yeah, that's the rotation. Let's rotate it a little bit. Let me see if it aligns. Okay, it's okay like that. Then I'm going to duplicate this. I'm holding my my left click button. I'm holding my shift. Now I'm holding my left click button and I'm dragging. I'm not releasing it. Now I'm holding the shift to make sure it's on the same, horizontal position. Then before releasing, I'm going to use my right click. So okay, let's do that again. So it's on the same position. So I'm just going to mirror this. Okay, I'm going to mirror this, spread it a little bit. Then I'm going to bring another one to the middle. Then let me remove the rotation back to 0. So we have to centralize. How do you do that? You group this and the last one. So how do you group objects? After picking or selecting the objects, you come to arrange, you see group, or you press Ctrl G on your keyboard. So after that, let's click this and click the newly grouped item and press C on your keyboard. You've centralized them. So let's bring them here. Okay, this is what we have, and let's reduce the size a little bit. Okay, this is what we have. So we need another one in the middle. So to centralize this, click this and press E for horizontal, for vertical alignment. You see what we have. So let's this, and this. Let's weld them together. Okay, this is what we have. And okay, so the next thing we have to do is weld this and this together. That's what we have. Brilliant. Now this is what we have. So let's work on these edges. We actually forgot the edges at the beginning, so we're gonna do the harder way now instead of getting it done the easier way. So as usual, double click to get your shape tool, then create a node here, create another node here, select 3, make sure it's in curve, then let's delete 1. And actually, if it's not in curve, it's not like it won't work. Okay, let's pick this, let's delete, but you have a straight line. Then you can now click this, make a curve. Okay, then you drag this out to your taste. I guess this is even better. It saves you the hassles of working with angles. So let's create a node here, create a node. Be sure you're having a node, okay? Excuse me, and not a star. So let's delete this. Then you can right click. Instead of going up there, you can right click to curve. Then let's drag that out a little bit. Okay, so we are going to repeat that action for the four angles. Going to repeat that. This. So delete this. Right click on it to curve. Then let's drag it out. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, for the three angles. Now that is the same thing we're going to repeat for what we have inside, because these things are curved and not straight line. So this is going to take a whole lot of time, but you need to be patient with it. So let's start with double clicking. So here you need just one, two, three, and four. Okay, four nodes. So let's delete this. Let's delete this. Let's delete. Excuse me. Let's delete this, and let's delete this, of course. So let's go back to curve, and let's drag it out as much as we want. Let's bring that. Then same thing here to curve. Yeah, there actually is a way to do this, but for you to learn now, you don't need to learn it the easy way. You need to learn it the hard way, so you know most things about your tools and shapes and stuff like that. So I'm gonna work on these angles. Still gonna work on the angles a little bit. So we can do it this way. Actually, we can go back and let's have a rectangle back. Okay, we have the four nodes. The four nodes are still there. So you can just make everything curve. Okay, you can make everything curve. Then you start, deleting the nodes, so as to keep your structure, so you won't get lost. Why structuring them? You see that? So you're just left with these lines. You have to work on your lines. Line 1, line 2. So let me see, line 3, and this should come out a little bit, and this should come in and go up a little bit. So line 4, let's drag this out a little bit and speak this inside, so we stop having that contour like stuff. So this is what you are going to repeat for everything we have there. So yeah, so I'm actually through that, so you can take your time to just go at doing that. So let's, okay, the next thing we have to do is get the colors, oh sorry, the circles, or let me say the tires beneath. I told you in the last session that if you want to draw a perfect circle, you should hold your control button while drawing it, or else you get an oval shape. Then let's duplicate that. So the next thing, we need another circle. Then we need a star in the middle, so let's use a polygon tool. Okay, 5 shapes. Hold your control button to get a perfect. Okay, then let's go back to our shape tool and just come to the middle, the node here. Hold your control button and drag in. You have a star, so let's place a star inside a circle. So let's centralize that. You can press your C and your E. Okay, you can press that. Let's move this up a little bit. Okay, so I guess we're through with that. Now let's start with the coloring. This is actually an orange color. It's a flow. It's a flow color, which is orange to yellow. So you can press G on your keyboard, click on the circle, then you can flow out. The first color is the orange, while the second one is yellow. So let's keep it that way, while the star is white. So let's remove the outline of everything. Come down here. If you're actually picking one item, you can remove the outline up, but if you've picked more than one, it won't be there. So just come here and click on the X, then we're done with the outline. This also is a multicolor, that is a gradient color. Let's press our G on the keyboard and move this here. So we have a black and a gray color. So let's make this a deeper black, and let's see this a lighter other shades of black. No, let's try this. Okay, good. So let's group this. Then we can copy the fill here of the fill of let's take the hairline of this. You can copy the fill here, just right click, then drag it to the circle, release, then you see copy fill or copy all properties, so the outline also won't be there. So come here, Control R to repeat what you've just done. So we're through with this. Let's just place this here. Now what we're gonna do here is give this a very big white outline. So the shortcut for hairline or outline, whichever we call it, is F12. So let's give it something around 8, and let's make it white. 8, let's make it white, and okay, let's hit OK button. That's what we have. Okay, let's increase that a little bit. From 8, let's make it 12. Hit to enter. Okay, I guess this has actually done the trick. So there we go, Jumia. Let's just write the Jumia, that is Jumia. Then I don't really have the font, but I have another font that I can use. This elemental end, it is a little bit like it. Then let's like this. Let's group all this together. Once you're done with your job, always remember to do what? To group them. So Ctrl G to group. Then let's reduce the size of this. Let's place it here, and let's place Jumia here. So as you can see, you've been able to recreate the Jumia logo. So thanks for watching this, and in the next episode I told you we'll be designing let me say a cinematic item though. So let me bring what we'll be designing for you in the next tutorial. This is what we'll be designing. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next tutorial.